another edition of the Amateur Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Brian, and to my right is none other than Mr. Certified Forklift Driver, Ant Dog. And on my bottom, to y'all bottom, is none other than Moby Kobe, Mr. CDL himself. How we doing, fellas?
Oh yeah, what's going on with you, my boy?
No much, chilling. What you over there got? What's in that glass over there, Ant?
Yeah.
You sure it ain't apple juice? Hey, Kobe, that man over drinking apple juice.
Far from it.
He putting
Gonna
on.
have you shit.
Hey, Kobe, hey, what you over there? Hey, you over there vaping?
Man, you know I don't vape.
I'm just playing. Hey, for the people that are watching, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all comment any thoughts, any opinions. And make sure y'all share the video to a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend. So, first topic, talk about jobs. So, I'm going to start with you, Kobe. What made you want to start driving trucks? What made you want to get your CDL?
Man, it started as a jet. It started as a jet. You know what I'm saying? You know how it was back over there in Zion, and you know what I'm saying, making them little trails and shit. You know how it is, bro. You know how it is. That little dirt pile and shit, making truck noise. You know, so that was that shit started it. Then and I'm the type like I don't like nobody telling me what to do type shit. So that way I don't like nobody telling me what to do. That motivate me to go on and get my CDL and and jump from there.
Hey, and when you said that he had that knob, he was on that knob.
That knob. Hey, what that truck sound like? Hey, what?
Got them motherfucking Jake on there. The motherfucker said got Austin Riders in that motherfucker, didn't it?
So tell everybody. So tell everybody the process of if they want to, try to get their CDL and stuff.
Well, first you got to be built for it. Everybody ain't built for it. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and think it's a goddamn Tahoe or something like that. It's a whole different ball game. You gotta be made for it. You feel me? I'm talking about not only looking out for you, you have to drive for other people too. You feel me? So that's stressful itself. You got people on the cell phone and shit, ain't paying attention to what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit, man. Old people on the road don't need to be on there. Just all type of shit. But you have to be built for it. Then you have to study. You have to study the book. When you study the book, if you can get past the book, go online and do little practice quiz and shit like that. It's free. And if you get that down pat, you good to go. It's three sections you have to learn, which is air brakes. Air brakes are number one. You have to pass that with 100%, which is you're stopping. They help you stop. Cause it's air brakes. It's not no spring brakes like in your vehicle. It's air brakes. So you got that. Then you got general knowledge, which is really basically common sense. And then you got combination, which is basically for your trailer and your truck and little stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's the easiest one. That's 25 questions. 25 questions for the air brakes, 25 questions for the combination, and 50 questions for the general knowledge.
So,
but it's go ahead.
Hey, do y'all take pride in telling people where to go with no GPS? Because every truck driver I know, they give you the rundown of how long it's going to take, where to go, what road to take, the highway name, everything. Is that a trucker name?
Before you go, Kobe, let me tell you a story about that. At the time when I was finna graduate Alabama Southern, I was going on a visit to Troy because I had to do orientation and stuff. So I was gonna transfer them. Mind you, it was probably like maybe like a week and a half before we had to go. My dad had told me to come in his room. I said, all right. I walked through
I think
his
I
door.
remember that.
He had a
I think I
whole
remember
atlas
that.
on his bed. I said, man, what in the world?
I remember that.
He said, come on, let me show you something. He said,
He kind of rules and shit.
he said, all right, so we're going to take this route and we're going to go, like, he literally pointing and he said, we're going to go on this road and this and that. Just show me everything. And I'm like, dude, we have a GPS we can't use.
Yeah.
He just literally, like, he took pride in it. Like, he showed me everything. I said, man, what in the world?
See, a trucker like his, Uncle Kevin, he old school. You feel me? He know every back road it is. You feel me? Because back then, that's how you get paid. You know what I'm saying? You might be overweighted, or you might be dodging DOT, so you hit the back roads, and and sometimes it's helpful. Even just throughout life, it's helpful. Say you going up 5. You feel what I'm saying? Say you going up 5, going to Birmingham, and a goddamn tanker flipped over right there after you cross 80, which is going to Selma. Shit, you could bust Selma and get on 65 and then go on to Birmingham. You feel what I'm saying? That's just something simple. But man, it's good to know. But to answer your question, Ant, I'm the type of guy. I'm a GPS motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I know how to read them out, but I just look at the line and you know what I'm saying, just stay on 60. Like, we're just gonna use 65 for an example. Shit, I see 65 to go all the way up to, you know what I'm saying, to from Mobile to past Montgomery and all that 65. So shit, I know that much, all that 65, and just little shit. Like, I'm not a map person, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a map person.
Well,
I bet if you could, you can do it if you wanted to.
Yeah, if I could, I would. And it have been times when I first started, like with Evergreen, they throw me out that bitch by myself, bro. I'm talking about real deal, throw me out that bitch by myself, and I had to figure that shit out. It was one time where I ain't even have no GPS, bro. I ain't have no phone, no nothing. Like, I'm talking about, all I had was somebody on the phone using their GPS. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how shit real it is. That's how real it is out there. So you have to be prepared. That's the most important thing, being prepared. You don't want to goddamn go out there blind. You feel me? Because you will fuck up.
Oh yeah,
you will fuck up.
That GPS kind of like a map. You going different routes every day, maybe the same route. I mean, it's just digital now. It's the same exact thing, but you seeing the roads on there, but you still can be able to explain to people where to go, even when you read the GPS.
Like, okay, I'm home every day, right? So if I use the GPS right now, from Jackson to Calera, it'll be more of like the miles and stuff like that. Just say if I don't know the miles, that's what I'll be using it for. Little stuff like that. Just what a mile market is, and all that stuff good to know. Like the mile market and stuff like that. All that's good to know, just in case you break down, or just if you see an accident, you want to know where you at. You want to know where you at. But sometimes they got their phone to go out now.
Oh yeah.
That bitch will go out.
But just think about, okay, you said that, okay, when you went to Milwaukee a couple of times, I'm pretty sure you ain't had to use that GPS every time you went to Milwaukee. I'm pretty sure you knew. You started getting the hang of where you were going.
I like you said, I had got used to it, but I still kept it on just in case.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in case. But I try not to look at it and just, just go with the flow, But even my last time going up there, I still fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause all that shit looked the same, to be honest with you. It looked the same. It looked the same. Then it ain't nothing but a big ass circle. If you miss one road, or exit or whatever, it's over with, bro. It's over with.
I know that part.
You going down 5 miles just to turn around.
Yep.
And then not even that. After I missed the road. After I missed the road where I supposed to go to exit, I get on, went down 5 miles, turned around, came back, missed that exit. I had to go down another 5 miles to turn around. You feel what I'm saying? And that's especially, see, we on DOT time. You feel what I'm saying? So that will fuck you up too.
Yeah.
And I ain't even unloaded yet. It take me a good hour and a half to get unloaded. You feel me? And then it just you gotta. That's why I say you gotta be built for it, man. You got to have. If you don't have patience, don't even come out here.
You're right.
You see that at your job. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't got patience, don't even come out here.
Hey,
you got to have patience.
Ain't about to tussle with a couple of them at that job.
No.
I ain't
Hey, whenever they get a little ride, they had to pull that, drive that forklift over the burn tires. Hey, he didn't even get the forklift time to stop. He just jumped off of it.
And some bitch still rolling.
Still rolling.
Nah, I don't do all that. Nah, I'm cool with them guys. Man. Hey, they make me money. Y'all make me money, so hey, I'm being friends with you.
See, the whole thing. Exactly. The whole thing about that is both of y'all getting paid. So why work against each other when you can work with each other? You feel what I'm saying?
Because of time, but it's their fault that they didn't time nothing right. Because I remember
I ain't gonna even say that. For you can time this shit perfect. You can leave out early as hell in the morning. A truck, I'm telling you something about a truck, bro. You never know how your day is gonna turn out. You never know when your day is gonna turn out. Like the other day, my load got canceled, right? So she asked me, she said, "Hey, do you want to do a tank load?" I was like, "Cool, yeah," because I knew I was just gonna, bam, 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 back to the house. Shit, man, everything turned out good in the morning, for the morning time. When I made it down there to get unloaded, that motherfucker plugged up on me. So I'm down that bitch, I know, a good 3 hours trying to get that bitch going. You feel what I'm saying? So it went from 0 to 100 quick. So that's why I say you can't plan shit out. All you can do is just go with the flow. When I say plan shit out, like afterward, you feel what I'm saying? You can't plan nothing out. You just have to, just go with the flow. Anything can happen, bro. A wreck can happen, can stop traffic. Like anything can happen.
You know, one thing I don't understand what some people on the road do with 18-wheelers. When they pass them and get in front of them, they hit brakes.
Yep.
It's like one of the most common things that happens all the time, which I don't get it.
That's crazy.
I think
or right on their butt.
Yep. And then a lot of people get mad too. A lot of drivers, it's drivers, but we call them four-wheelers. Like regular cars, we call them four-wheelers. So you got a lot of four-wheelers out there that you got, some trucks like Swift, JB Hunt, little starter companies. They trucks are governed down. The trucks governed down to probably like 6-1, maybe 6-2, 6-3. You feel me? So you got one company driver in a slow lane and one behind them. So he trying to pass, and both for them truck going down at 61. So they might kind of like hold up traffic a little bit. People get mad about that, but you have I see it like this: if you got a problem with it, you need to call the company. Because the drivers ain't got nothing to do with it. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's governor down. That's what a lot of people don't understand that shit.
Or leave a little early.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Let me ask you something, Kobe. So let's just say whenever you had to stay on the road for a couple days, and you go to a truck stop, you just chilling on your phone, got your feet propped up and stuff. You don't look out the window and see no lot lizards just walking around.
No, man. Like I said, I ain't never experienced that before. And the way how I did it, like this weekend, let's just say you traveling the weekend, you gravy. Well, I ain't gonna say that because you gotta, a lot of people are home on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So at the truck stop, them drivers that stay in their area, they might have their trucks parked off in a spot. So some of them could be taken up, and sometimes you might get lucky and have a parking lot that's empty. You just never know. But through the week, around by 3-4 o'clock, you need to be trying to find somewhere to park, because 6 and on back, you fuck. Man, it been multiple times. Again, I was green in the game. It been multiple times I traveled at night, traveled in the evening time around by 10, 11 o'clock. Nowhere to park.
Hey, now talking about that, I witnessed this at Mobile at the Pilot, right? The road right there. You seen truck drivers park on the exit, on the highway, on the exit road.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all. It was a line. I mean, it wasn't just one. It was a line of truck drivers parked on the exit, right there on the side of the road. They just in a line.
Because there's nowhere to park.
Okay, I ain't know
nowhere to park. See, again, I'm green to the game, right? So I pull up in the Lewis, whatever, I fill up. So when I fill up, okay, I say, well, let me look for a parking spot. I suck around that bitch, I know, by 3 times. Nowhere to park. Dang. So shit, I even went maybe 10 miles down to another one. Still nothing. Yeah. So I'm running out of time. I got like 2 hours left. Oh, so I say, shit, fuck it. What I had to learn, I pulled on side of the road, but I pulled on side of the road when you getting off the exit. I had to learn that that's dangerous. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's dangerous fuck, because anybody can be drunk or not paying attention or whatever, and bam, done ran into you while you sleep. You feel me? So what I learned to do is park on the other side, like you're getting back on the interstate. You feel me? And I learned to do that. And then I always park where a lot of truck drivers at. I don't just park by myself. I park where a lot of truck drivers at. And that's how I learned that shit in Birmingham at that Pilot down there. I pulled over. I waited for a minute. I said, shit, if ain't nobody else gonna pull up to this motherfucker in 40 minutes, I'm going somewhere else, because it's dangerous out there, man. It's dangerous. Yeah. It's dangerous.
Most definitely.
Dangerous fuck.
It's a dangerous game, man.
So whenever it is somewhere to park at a truck stop, do you got to go tell like the people inside that you about to park there? Or you just park there whenever?
Yeah, park there long as it ain't reserved. Now you can reserve one, but it gonna cost, or you can use your points that you have when you fill up with them. See, with Lowe's and a company driver, oh man, you building them points up. You running it up. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I had ran my shit up where I ain't even had to pay for showers no more. Cause that shit was $18 until I built up them points. And then the last time we went to the A, shit, we came back. That's when mama had got sick and she was cold. So I was like, shit, I still got some points. I still got some points on my love card. So I went in there and bought her a whole blanket, you know what I'm saying, with them points. So that's why, you know, when I travel or just travel, period, I always try to go to these big company like Lowe's or something like that. You remember I was telling you about that, Ant? If you
Yeah,
travel something, go by Lowe's or Pilot or something like that. That's how you really building points and, you know, able to get things for free and stuff like that, because you never know. You might be traveling one day and shit on yourself. You can go take you a damn shower with nothing. You ain't got to pay for nothing. You
yeah.
feel me? You just never know, bro.
But
You just never know.
that kind of like Chevron for me. You know, we got that Chevron app. You get them points.
Uh-huh.
Well, you get them cents for every fill up you do. You know, and you add it
Uh-huh.
up and you save them. It's kind of like it's either them or Circle K. You know, Circle K got that easy pay, and they got that all that, you know, you save on. For you know, I'm not a trucker, so that's them my truck stop. Them my drive stops right there.
Right, right.
Chevron, K. So like yours be the Pilot, and you know those other ones
Oh,
that you talk
shit
about.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, everybody, you gotta find what's best for you, man. That's how it is out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We like more. We on the road a lot, man. Even though I work at a mill, man, I'm on the road a lot, just like y'all. You gotta
Yeah.
figure it out.
Gotta figure it out, man. It's good to know these back roads, man.
Exactly, man. I'm telling you,
You done went through. You done figure out some shit too.
hey, you just taught me that, man. About hey, you need to know more than one road to go to your job. And I
Yeah.
mean, I had to figure a couple times when trees and fell, like where to go. Don't panic. You
Can't
know where to
panic.
go. Yeah, just go that way. You might be late, but just
Yeah.
take that route. Stuff like
Take that
that.
route.
I had to figure, man. I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. And you figured out when people following you to get back on the right
Exactly.
track. Everybody
Exactly.
follow you. You be
Everybody
like, how
following you.
like you following me? You don't know how you know where I'm going. And I might be going
Okay.
home. Y'all follow me, but we get on the same track though.
I'm gonna tell y'all another thing too. A trick for is in trucking. If y'all ever riding down, let's just say you going to Mississippi, right? No, we're gonna say you going to Birmingham. We're gonna use that for an example. So you go through Thomasville way, right? So always remember,
Mm-hmm.
especially a van trailer. That's the box trailer. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
you can that's now this right here, the van trailer, you could be anywhere and follow them. They always gonna lead you back to the interstate. If you on the back road,
Mm-hmm.
this is a better way. If you ever on a back road and you see Swift, JB Hunt, something like that, the old box trailers, any box
Mm-hmm.
trailer, and you lost, get behind them. They gonna always take you back to the interstate. So we're
Yeah.
gonna use 5 for an example. Say you trying to get to Birmingham or Selma, right? We're just gonna say
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham. And so you get behind one of those trucks. Up there in Sanford, they gotta make that left because you can't. I mean, you can go straight, but you still have to go to town and Selma. So everybody,
Mm-hmm.
all the truck drivers normally hit that left and hop on, 5 and you go all the way to 80. So
Yeah.
that's just something to keep in mind. If you ever lost and you on the back road and you find a box trailer, oh man, you struck gold because they're gonna always
Mm-hmm.
lead you back to the interstate unless they going home or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But 9
Yeah.
times out of 10, they on the road themselves. Just just something to think about. Just something to think about. Cause it gon' if you going on trips and shit, oh, it gonna come in handy.
Oh
So
yeah.
so whenever you was getting your CDL, because to the viewers that don't know, you actually studied. You didn't even get the book. You just studied online, and you passed. And you went to the test and passed. And then you went to school and you passed that as well.
Well, this the whole problem. I'm gonna give you the shakedown. The
Go ahead. Go
shakedown
ahead.
was I never had nobody to show me how to drive a fucking truck. You know, I always been a driver, but you know that, bro. I've been driving since I was goddamn 9, 10, just
Yup.
driving. So I actually learned how to drive an 18-wheeler on Grand Theft Auto. There's no lie. This the right hand of God. I learned how to drive an 18
Wait,
wheeler
wait.
on
Hold
Grand
on.
Theft
Hold on.
Auto.
Hold on. Remember Big Mother Trucker?
Well, but that wasn't as real as Grand Theft Auto. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. You
Like
remember that
that
game, man?
I remember that game.
that shit. Hey, that shit was jumping though. That shit was jumping. But yeah, that's how I learned. That's how I learned how to drive a truck. So I went to get the CDL book, but I really didn't understand. It didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I got online
Right.
and was just looking up stuff, about CDL practice tests, and I found this website, Chris CDL. So that's when you just, you know, answer question off the top, and once it's over with, you'll go back over your answers and shit. So once I learned that, it's the same answers, it's the same questions on the real test. It's the same exact questions on the real test. So that's how I got by with that too. You feel what I'm saying? Just going over that over and over and over again. See, with that CDL test, it be the same thing. They just worded different. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same word that you're looking for. It's just different off in another sentence or whatever, or what you done studied. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to catch on to that shit. You have to catch on to that. So once I got that, so I took a chance on going up there to the DMV, taking my test. I failed that motherfucker plenty of time, but I remember the test. You feel what I'm saying? So once I got
Mm-hmm.
past that, I had to do like 15 days with my permits, and then I was working with AMVAC and shit. I was goddamn getting off work, driving all the way to Evergreen just to go take a damn $400 test, no $200 test, and fail that motherfucker. You know how hurtful that shit was? That shit was hurtful as fuck.
Hey, but that dedication though.
That dedication though, man. This dedication, like, bro, like that shit hurt so bad, bro. I was like, man, fuck that shit. But I'm going down the road seeing truck drivers and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, man, fuck that shit. So all I did was get back on Grand Theft Auto and just you feel me? Just made away, man. Made away. And that's
Right.
that's the guy's honest true story, bro. I'm not lying about this shit.
Man,
I'm
at the
not
end of the
lying
day,
about this shit.
people got their different ways of learning, whether it's visual, whether it's reading something, whether it's hands-on. And
Yeah.
there's different ways to get to your goal. It's just not one way. If you want it bad enough and you know the situation that
you
in,
work for it.
you work, yep.
You
You
work
work
for
for
it.
it and work with what you got. And that's what it boils down to. Shoot.
Now, I was taking my permits when I was working at the gas station.
Right.
I was taking that shit then. I'm talking about failing every time. But hey, I got it though. I got them bitches.
And look at you now. Hauling, boy.
You get me? You feel me? Shit. But I work hard for it though, bro. I can't nobody, bro. Can't nobody say or take this shit away from me. You feel me? Because I work for that shit. Like, bro, I'm talking about like I had to go to school, but shit, I got them bitches on my own. I was in school already with my CDL. I ain't even have to do the shit they were doing. They actually wanted me to do the shit for them. Like, hey, Kobe, can you show them how to do this, how to do that? Just little tricks and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
you was
bitch,
an
y'all ain't
instructor.
paying me.
You
Like,
was an instructor.
I ain't even have to go to school, bro. But you know, some of these jobs wanted that seat time. You feel me? So
Yeah.
shout out to all Wireless Sounders. Them motherfucker, hey, they can't. Hey, they gave me a chance. You heard what I'm saying? They gave me a chance. I fuck with them over there at that drop yard in Pennington. First CDL job. You heard me? Shit, I stayed over that motherfucker 9 months. Shit, hey, it was over. It was up then. It was up then.
It was
It was
up.
All you
up.
need is opportunity. All you need is opportunity, man.
Oh,
And
that's right.
That's
when you
it.
get the opportunity, it's on you then to how you gonna take it, what road you go down when you get the opportunity.
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah. It's a good, but it was a good experience though, bro. I advise anybody if you want to do something in life, bro, do it. Now is the time to do it, bro. Because if you fuck up, then shit, you just fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, everybody, bro, everybody is trying to make it right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Oh, I about to say, I
Yeah,
thought somebody
everybody.
walking past your I thought somebody walking past your car.
Oh, Alyssa right here.
Okay, okay. Tell her I said what's going on.
You heard him? I said, hey. They said, hey.
Hey,
What's going on, Alyssa?
hey.
You gotta come around here so they can hear you.
yeah, I been doing okay.
Oh yeah, we've been doing all
Oh
right.
yeah.
That's good. All right, y'all.
All
But
right.
yeah, man. If you want it real bad, man, you'll go for it, bro. I don't give it,
Oh yeah.
man. I'm telling you. But
If it ain't a way,
once you
you'll
go
make
through
a way.
that experience, bro, when you go through the experience, bro, it'll always stay in the back of your head, bro, and it'll keep you going and let you know like, hey, I did this for this. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, I was still getting paid, goddamn, about $400 or $500. But I knew the real money was coming after I get my experience. You feel what I'm saying? But I still kept in the back of my head that, hey, I worked hard for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I went hard for this
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker. So once you keep that in the back of your head, bro, then I can actually say I'm seeing my money now. I'm seeing my money
True.
now
Patient.
because I worked hard for it.
Patient.
Shit, just like
Patient.
in Fortnite,
Patient.
man, when I keep getting killed by them dudes that being unreal, and shoot, they keep beating me, and they got them on. They be paying for them courses, so I just go into the creative maps and practice on my own. That's how you get better and better.
Tell you, man. Shit. It's
But
real, man. That's all I can tell you. It's real.
so now
It's
they
real,
switched it.
man.
So didn't they switch it where you can't just get your CDL on your own? You got to go through a school.
You got to go through a school because business is your mother and father is your religion. I mean, business your mother is your religion, father is your.
Boy, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, and for the viewers that don't know, you are a military veteran, and also you drive forklifts for a living. So, take a deep dive. Take a deep. First of all, you can like kind of brush through the military things if you want to, but if you do after that, take a deep dive into like driving a forklift, experiences that you gotta have for people who want to get a forklift job somewhere?
Shoot, I'll take a little. I do a little brief background in the military, then go in the forklift. A brief background. Went to the military right out of high school. Reason I did that. A lot of people don't know why I did that, but I did that because I didn't want to be a statistic of all these guys that could have did something with their lives that lives in the area that we lived in, that we all saw. They're just on the corner, man. They still living their high school life. They still want that popularity they had in high school, that they this and that. But hey, once you graduate, that's gone. That's all gone, man. I didn't want to leave, but I know that was something I had to do, and that's something that I was gonna do. And I felt like the quickest I left, the quicker, I was gonna be successful, because I know if I hung around, it was just gonna be ringing around in my head, and I didn't want to be one of them guys. I really didn't. So that's why I went out to the military. It's still discipline. It's still just work ethic, man. That leadership that I took from there and took into society when I got out. So when I got out, I understood everything when I went into the interview room, of how to handle a room. Don't let
tell
the
them
room
what you said in the interview. Tell them what you said in the interview.
What that?
Oh, when they asked you when you see yourself in like 5 years or something.
Oh, I told him, I said, man, I want to be in your seat. I told him I want to be in your seat. You take a chance when you say stuff like that. They can take it two ways. They can take it like he's uppity, he's cocky, or they can take it like this dude ready to go. But it's how you present it, or how they gonna take it. How you come in and look, how you talk, how you read the room. And the biggest key is reading the room, seeing who's in there, making sure if there's women in there, men in there, that you address how accordingly. When you say male or female, if there's women in there, you want to put or female in there, because they have a say-so in your hiring process. So you want to make them feel included. You don't want to be that person they feel like you're overlooking them, stuff like that. So they're just like now, the lady that's my supervisor now, she was in that interview. And that's how we got a relationship right there. Of me, stating that how would you interact with your coworkers? And I said I interact with the same, male or female. And I made sure I looked at her when I said female. Eye contact was a big thing too when you're in an interview. You want to show the guy that you mean business, and this term goes around, staying on business. No, we ain't standing on business in the streets. We standing on business at the job. That's standing on business. When you getting up in the morning, when you getting up at night, you work night shifts, doing like this, whatever, to provide for your family. Or if you ain't got a family, to provide for yourself. That's standing on business. And this little game these guys play now, women play now, but standing on business, that ain't standing on business. Business is you getting up doing what you need to do. Yeah, that's standing on business.
I feel like with that term, they get it kind of twisted. They, as far as standing on business, they probably mean altercation wise, when it could be so far from the truth.
Nah, see, altercation. See, if you grown, you don't even let it get to an altercation, because you see the type of vibe they
got too much shit going on. You got too much shit going on.
Right. You just remove yourself from that situation quickly. You don't even let that bother you. You just go on about your way, because that right there. Because the bigger goal. You got bigger goals than what you see right there. Okay, you can stand on business right there. You stand on your business, and I'm gonna stand on my business. Because at the end of the day, we got opposite goals. But I gotta know what my goal is. Your goal might be something totally different. You know, just because we friends or this and this and that, you know, I can't piggyback off you. I gotta piggyback off myself. You know,
Right.
because if I'm piggybacking off you, I'm chasing your goal, not mine. Now I'm lingering. I ain't trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. I need to know what I'm trying to do. So we got a separation process. Yeah, we can meet in the middle, but if that's a right turn, then that's where I need to go. And you going straight, well, I might need to make that right turn and going down this road. And it's not knocking nobody or anything, but that's just me of what I need to do. So
Right.
that's how I look at it. And then when going into and you know, coming out of the military, a lot of people are afraid to come out of the military, and that's why a lot of people stay so long, because a
So
lot of
so
people like myself.
what you mean by that?
Huh?
Like afraid to come out?
Because they don't know. Okay, when you go in the military, it's structured. Is you know what you're gonna do every day. You know what time breakfast is, what time lunch and dinner. You know what y'all gonna do in that specific day. There's no blind side. You know what you're gonna do. It might not be the time you want to do it, but you know what you're gonna do that day. And you know you got a paycheck. You know you can't get fired from the military unless you just do something stupid and they just kick
Yeah.
you out. You know, and even if you do something stupid, they're probably just gonna rank you down and take half your pay away. But you still got a job, you know. And I think a lot of people don't when they say about getting out, and it needs to be the old heads talking to the young guys, because this happened to me when I was getting ready to get out. One of my leadership was like, "What are you gonna do when you get out? What are you gonna do? What do you know is out there in the world?" And I had said something, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a business degree. What is it doing for me?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What is it doing for you? You're still in. How are you going to use a business? You're still in the military. What do you mean? What is it doing for you?" And I had to take that leap of faith and just say, I know what I can do when I get out. I know there's another plan. I never put my trust in man ever, because man will fail you every time. If you put your
Yep.
faith in the
Every
person,
time, man.
they will let you down. They will let you down. So I took
Every
that leap of
time.
faith, man. I took that leap of faith, and I took a little time off. But when I put the application in, man, it was, and I'm gonna tell you how God worked, man. I put that application in December, and these guys, they were taking vacation, so I didn't hear nothing back from them. But I called every day. I called HR every single day, like saying I was on a follow up, but they never answered. It went to voicemail. She was on vacation. The lady that's in HR right now, she's on vacation. But I called every day, and finally in January, I called again, and she finally answered. And she was like, "Yeah, I know who you is." She said, I done got your voicemail for 2 weeks straight of you want to work here. Now, think about this now. There was over 2,000 applications put in at the job I'm working with, and they were only hiring 10.
Dang.
Now, you think about this. Yeah, that's a low percentage that you're gonna get that job. But I'm
Yep.
gonna tell
Very
you,
low.
man, how God works. People notice the effort you put in to what you want to do. And by me calling for 2 weeks straight, she saw I really wanted that job. And then when I called, she was like, "Well, when can you come in for this interview?" I said, "Whenever you want me to." And when she said, "Okay, I want you here on this day," then it's up to me to sell myself at that point. You know, I'm in the door. I need to sell myself. So when I went in there, you know, I talked how I need to talk. And to this day, the interviewer that gave me the interview, he said that probably one of the best interviews he ever had. But that's just not me, man. That was God looking out for me, man. And I thank him for that. And answer your question from a forklift. Well, I started out in production. And I did that for about 7 years. And it was hard work, man. Let me tell you, it was hard work, man. People don't know. People look at, let me tell you, people look at me, man, and they be like, man, you got it going on. But they don't understand the sacrifices I have made since I was 17. And I'm about almost 39. One more month, I'll be 30. They don't understand the sacrifices I have made. And for about 4 years, I was in the military, and I've been in this job for 8 years now, and 7 years I worked in production. And I tell y'all now, y'all know this. When y'all used to hit me up and say, "What you doing, man?" Every day I tell you, I'm at work. Every text message, I'm at work, man. I'm at work.
And remember when you had, and remember you had broke the math down to me when people will wonder where you were because you were never at home, and you broke the math down for me how many hours you are at home per week. And it was like, what was the number you had told me? It blew my mind.
For 7 days, we worked 7 days a week. For 7 days, I was at home for 56 hours. 56 hours I was at home. 56. And think about in those 56 hours, I get home. I got a family. So I talk to the wife, talk to the kids for about an hour or two, and then take a nap and maybe a 4-hour nap, wake up and get back on the road to go back to work. But then people look at you and say, "Oh, he cocky." Yeah, I drive over an hour and they be like, "He got all this, he cocky, he this and that." But I'm telling you, you get in my boots, hey, it's a whole different ball game. You don't understand the things I have done to get this. So if I'm doing this, don't call me cocky. Don't call me bigoted or this until you get in them boots. What I do and make the sacrifices I made, then you can talk about it. But until then, you know, you got to keep your opinion to yourself. I mean, everybody got their opinion, but it don't really matter to me. But
especially you wobbling in the mood, man.
Hey, man, people just don't. Man, I'm telling you, man, I mean, being a blue collar worker ain't for everybody. Because like you said, truck driver's a blue collar worker. You got to get out the mud every single day. Ain't nobody doing it for you but you. Every single day, you got to get it out. Man.
Mill workers and truck drivers, you don't really be at home all the time. You don't.
And let me stop y'all. Let me stop y'all. Even see, I get paid by the loads. You feel what I'm saying? So I can go. Oh, yeah. They can cancel my load 3 days straight. You feel what I'm saying? But that when shit running good, that's when you gotta go and get that money, man. And even if they call you on your days off, shit, man, you gotta get your ass up and go get it, bro. Because the meals go down.
Yes,
the meals go down. Yes. But I ain't trying to buy all this and that. You feel what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
Fuck that.
Man, I've been
I'm good with this. You doing right,
Yeah. Hey, I've been plenty of time working 7 days a week on the weekend. Everybody's got stuff going on. You wake up to go to nights. You know, people out there barbecue and this and that, and you want to do that, but you know, you gotta go. You gotta go get it. And it's been plenty of days, man. I've been gone for about 7-8 days straight. People didn't even know where I was. The only person who knew who I was my wife. I was like a ghost. People saw me, they didn't know where I was coming to go. That I rode for 7 years straight, man. And then, you know, and I took a leap. I took a leap of faith, taking this shipping job. You know, I had to weigh my options, my pros and cons, because, you know, it was a pay cut to go to shipping. And, you know,
okay, explain the pros and cons
learned,
if you want to, if that's what you want, if you feel like it.
Okay, the pros,
because I think people, because I feel like people need to know the sacrifices if they want to go in this field. They got to know the pros and cons, the sacrifices that has to be made.
Okay, well, the pros was working in production. You knew, you know, you were gonna make the big time money and all that, and you know you got paid really good. But I mean, you had to work for it. But they pay. I never knocked this company. They're gonna pay you. They're gonna pay you good money. They're gonna pay you really good money. And the cons was I was just never at home. And you know, it was cool and all when the kids. Well, you know, I got 3 kids. When the kids were young, you know, they wasn't into nothing then. So we were just trying to get established. But now that the kids are getting older and they can see that, hey, my dad ain't at home, this and that, where you going? I'm going to work, and all this like that. That was the cons, man. You just being away from home. But then when you went to, when I took that shipping job, the cons was, well, okay, I'm taking the pay cut. Okay, cool. I'm taking a pay cut, man. I had a deep conversation with myself. I had a conversation with my wife. I had a conversation with the guys that's been there for 30, 40 years, man. They told me, they said, man, this is how they put it. I said, yeah. I said, I want that job. I said, I'm the seniority person on the list. I said, I know I'm gonna get it, but I'm taking a pay cut. You know, they don't sit right with me. And they were like, man, let me tell you something. He said, this is how they put it. They said, that biscuit money. He said, you ain't losing nothing but biscuit money. He said, you gonna make it back. Money ain't. He said, this is why I took the job. They said, you can always make the money, but you can never get the time back.
No.
And when they told me that, and you know, because I'm a big listener, when they told me that, I said, I'm going. And ever since I have been in shipping, I ain't lost no money. That's how God works. I ain't lost no money since I've been in shipping. I ain't lost not one dime. I've got paid the same since I've been in shipping. I ain't lost a dime.
Everything worked itself out.
Everything worked itself out. I love it, man. I love it. I love to interact with truck drivers, man. Just seeing where they going, what they doing, like every process, man. And then
you even roll with me.
That's what I was about to say. You might not even know it. I told myself one day, I said, man, I'm loading these trucks, and they tell me I wanted to be loaded this way because it's better on my trailer. And I said, well, one day, man, I need to ride in the truck to understand what they mean by that. And then that day you said, well, just ride with me. And then when you got loaded, I was looking at how the load was, how you was pulling the load when we was coming back. Like, where the position, everything was better for you. See, people I don't know that, man. You thinking 2 ways as being a loader. You got to understand, okay, yeah, I can load this way, but how's it beneficial for the guy that's taking it to the customer? You know, so
and not even that. You know, not even that. It's not to cut you off, but DOT too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, all this shit is all that shit take apart. You feel what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
all that shit is the same, man. Everybody
Yeah.
have a job. You feel me? Everybody have a
Yeah.
job. Everybody's jobs matter. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So if you load me up right, that mean I ain't got to worry about DOT,
There
and
you
you
go.
feel me? And it's a better ride. But when that
There
shit
you
loaded different and shit, okay, man, you get hit with DOT. Cause that be the day
Mhm.
when DOT out. You feel me?
Mhm.
And then they hit you with it, and you wobbling up and down the road. You got them load hanging off and shit. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
all that shit. You know, everybody's job matter, bro. Everybody's
Oh,
job
yeah.
matter.
So
Definitely.
so the people that get loaded up with their trucks, if the load is kind of like, I mean, they get the load that they need, but if the load isn't on there properly, can that mess up how much the trailer weigh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
could
so
be
that's
They can be
look. It can be too much on your with the tires that drive your drive tires. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It could be
Yeah.
too much on there. Okay, let me tell y'all how I get loaded in a tanker. Okay. On up 5, you know, that's what we travel 5 and 43. You can be over 80,000. Well, I think 80,000 pounds, right? But we can't get
Mhm.
on the interstate. So
Right.
this how I load myself up in a tanker. I put the most on my drives and the list
Mhm.
in the back. You feel what I'm saying? So everything, kind of level itself out. Now that's how I was trained to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know every time I got loaded with everything, they just load. I opened all 3 of them. They just loaded me up, but I was green to the shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this job
Yeah.
here really showed me about weight and where my weight need to go and for a better drive, and you good with DOT and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That just shit you have to figure out and learn because it's important, bro. That's your job. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
they take pride in this shit. You feel me? And I understand. I understand.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. You gotta take pride in it. That's just like, man, I be loading trucks, man. They say, man, you don't load like the mother guy be hitting the trailer and all this stuff like that. I said, man, cause guess what? I said, I know how much this stuff costs. You
Yep.
know, these trailers cost, these trucks cost, man. I said, man, I don't want to damage your stuff. I got a father-in-law who own trucks, so I understand the business side of how much all this stuff costs, man. And I tell them, man, and they thank me for that. I take pride in loading these guys right. I'm not just out here just loading somebody. I'm making sure
Not giving a damn.
everything look good when you go down the road. Yeah, when you going down the road, you look good. You ain't got stuff
Look good, man.
sideways, zigzag. That man, cause the truck y'all like to show off. Y'all want y'all stuff to look good, and I understand
Me,
that.
me.
I'm the man that gonna make it happen. I'm gonna
But
make it
let me tell
happen
you
for
the
you now.
reason why that. Let me tell you the reason why that. Because if you ride down the road and you got, and I'm pretty sure you done seen this shit. You riding down the road, you see a truck driver got paper and all that shit in the dashboard. That's a good way to get pulled over, man, because you're not organized. They let you know your shit is
Yeah,
not organized. Your shit junky. You feel me?
yeah.
So shit, I try to, even though we share trucks and shit, I still wipe the shit down. You feel what I'm saying? Like you supposed to do that shit. You know, that's how you get paid, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't want your shit to be fucked up or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like you want it ain't gonna be 100% right, good at ride, but hell, you want to be comfortable. Like I said, that's your money. You feel me?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's your money, so you want to do everything, the best as you can, and take care of them folks stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
That's it. Take care of them folks stuff.
Most definitely. My dad taught me about that, man. He said the reason I keep my truck clean because it's like you just said. If a DOT see your truck out dirty and nasty, they gonna be like, well, he ain't taking care of his stuff. Let me pull him over because he probably got something wrong with it. But they see it clean. They were like,
So
oh, he might be
with
taking care of it. So he might be all
yeah,
right. You know, little stuff
yeah.
like that. Look,
That's why you see them goddamn truck lit up coming down the road. Cause them bitches clean. You feel me? Like they even the
oh, they be
log
lit up
truck.
now. Oh
Okay.
yeah, they be lit up now. Real deal. You see them in the morning. They not. What you got?
I got a question for both y'all. But Ant, what was the transition like from military to meal life? And COVID, what was the transition from meal life? And for the viewers, we forgot to say, COVID did work in the meals for a couple of years. So what was the transition like from a meal to driving trucks?
I'll let you go first, Ant.
Well, I put it this way: in the military, it was a family. I mean, everybody had to look out for everybody, in country and out of country, and you almost became that brother sister type where because all y'all was there together, you away from your family until you got married or something like that, and brought your family there, or when you was out of country, none of y'all had family, so you became that family, and that was one of the things one of the guys told me before I got out. He said, "Man, I'm gonna just tell you," he said, I did work in the life before I got to the military. He said, everybody ain't your friend. He said, remember that. He said, everybody not gonna be your friend because we in the military is not competing against each other. We're not competing, but when you get to real life, when you get to out of the military into this world, you're competing against that next guy because that's just like when COVID hit, man, in 2020, when they did the shutdown and they laid a lot of people off, they looked at production. They looked at how you operated yourself since you've been there. And people don't look at that, man. They're watching you. And a lot of people didn't get called back because of that. They had the loud mouth, their production wasn't right, this and this and that. So a lot of guys didn't get called back. I mean, if you show up to the job, yeah, you don't want to be there half of the time, but you still got a job to do. So you want to put your best foot forward every single day. And that's that's what it was. That was a transition.
And let me pause you right there. That's one thing I can't stand. Seeing from some people. Yeah, they don't want to be there at the job, but darn, when you're there, work yourself up to be there. I can't stand with people that want to be there and they got the attitude and it shows that they don't want to be there. I can't stand that.
Oh yeah. Now don't get me wrong. I'm gonna complain till I get there. Until I clock in, I'm gonna complain. I'm like, God dog, man, I don't want to be here. I want to go back home. I want to do this. I want to do that. But, and Kobe, you told me this. You said it's a lot of power in your words. And when that 2020 hit, I'll never forget. It was maybe like 2 weeks before they furloughed us. I said, man, I need some time out. I said, man, I'm tired. I'm this, I'm that, all this. And I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm not lying to you. 2 weeks after that dude called me and said, man, you furloughed. I said, man, what that mean? I'm like, hey, buddy, what you talking about? He said, well, you ain't fired, but, you just can't come back. And then I was riding back home, man. I never forgot leaving my parents' house. It was on a Sunday. I leave my parents' house. And when he called, I was riding back home. And I said, man, I told myself, I said, I need some time out. But I didn't understand it. And I said, man, I'll never say that again. I said, I will never say that. I don't care how tired I get. I said, I'm never going to say I need some time out. Because like you said, there's power in your word. And that right there. And when that hit, I said, well, if I ever get fortunate enough to come back here, I would never say I need some time out. I said I would just take the vacation if I need. I said I'm gonna put some. I would say I need some vacation that I got. I'm never gonna say I want some time out, man. I'm
Word
telling you, man,
powerful, man.
it's powerful, man. You get to thinking about that stuff, man. You got a family too, man. That stuff go through your head, man. And but
Yeah.
Hey, how much time off you had?
a month and a half, just about. About a month. Hey, I was about to start vacation, man. The other job, like, you know, they call me out, man. You know, stuff like that. But you know, everything worked itself out. But like I said, when I went, you know, for the longest, I was the youngest person there, and you know, I've been fortunate enough that people gravitate themselves towards me, and I've been fortunate enough to be a listener. I never come out, you know, this for anybody, even y'all. Y'all tell me something, I'm not gonna come out to you and tell you like I know already. I mean, not in a serious manner. You know, we serious. You know, I'm gonna listen because even though I might know something, just in case one day y'all tell me something I don't know, I'm gonna be able to listen. If I tell y'all, if you telling me something that I know and I say, yeah, I know this already in a serious manner, then you gonna stop telling me stuff. Because you're gonna be like, yeah, I know he did that, he know this already, and
Kind of
like
make you feel some type of way.
Yes, it make you feel some type of way. So I always was that guy that just, man, I was a sponge, man. Everything, whatever you wanted me to do, you know, I'll do it. I mean, some people get this day, oh, you gonna be a company man. No, I'm not being a company man. I'm being a person that, hey, if you need the more knowledge you know on the job, the more reluctant they is to keep you. If you just want to know one thing, man, they'll go get somebody else and pay them less than they paying you. I mean, because you only know one thing. I know everything at my job right now. Everything. Even though I'm in shipping, I got 7 years of ability to, even if they say I need you to go back to top, even though I don't want to do it, I can step back into that role and I wouldn't miss a beat. And they know that. So you want to be an asset to your job.
Right.
And so you know, that's how I roll, man.
Because the more valuable you are, the more likely you're gonna stay there during hard times, where there's hard cuts and things like that. Because the ones that they're gonna keep is the one that can do everything. If they can pull you from production and put you in shipping, or take you from shipping and put you somewhere else, and you'll know it just like that without skipping a beat, you valuable. And not only that, if you do that to them, they're willing to work with you as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. That's how I got the job at shipping. She was like, man, he know the job. He said he know the job. We ain't got to train him. And it was like the supervisor like, man, I hate to see you go. But see, like I said, I'm a guy. Every leadership I've had has been, I ain't say they've been mean, but they've been hard on a person. And I need that type of leadership. That's something they're gonna be hard on you. I don't need you goofing and laughing with me. I need a leader that's gonna tell me something that they want to see the best in me. And he told me, man, he said, man, I hate to see you go, but he said, I understand your situation. He said, I understand how far you drive. He said, I understand that you got kids and a wife at home. He said, it'd be more on you. I said, I hate to see you go, but I know this best for you. See, when somebody tell you like that's looking out for you like that, it makes you feel a little better.
You run with it.
It makes you proud that
inside.
It makes you proud that you did, bust your tail for that person because they want the best for you.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah, anything that dude needed, I was there, man. Anything he needed, if he needed me to do this, and that. I worked on his shit for 7 years, man. There was nothing he asked me that I didn't do. And we never had a beef. We never had this. We was always on this tight level, man. And, he was a good dude. He really good dude, man. And I appreciate him for
that.
Yeah.
Okay, Kobe. So what was the transition like from working in the mill to now having your CDLs and driving trucks?
Man, like like it was kind of hard to believe. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was more of like I did it. You feel what I'm saying? Like again, I don't like nobody telling me what to do. You feel what I'm saying? But like in your situation,
Yeah.
Ant, like a person like that, I can work for, but you still got them
Mhm.
assholes that go do this, go do that, woo 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 woo. See, I ain't with that shit. You feel me? I ain't with that
Yeah.
shit. So I always felt like me working in the mill. I never had only good job I had was over there at Scotch, and after
Mhm.
I fucked that shit up, everything was kind of downhill. You feel me? And I couldn't see myself
Mhm.
just. I got I'm just too good at what I do. You feel what I'm saying? To just be working
Mhm.
at some bullshit ass place. You feel me? But after I learned myself and found out who I was and started loving myself slowly, that's when shit started making sense for me. Like, bro, you too good at what you do, bro. Go follow that dream where you want to drive trucks. Like, bro, I always loved trucks, bro. Always, I always
Because
loved
remember,
trucks.
because remember when you was at Scotch, you still was talking about how you want to drive trucks anyway. Because
Yeah,
I feel like the phase that you was going through, with Scotch and working at the gas station and stuff, I felt like you knew deep down that was what you want to do. But I ain't
yeah.
gonna say you was kind of pushing that to the side. It was like
I had to do what I had to do.
you had,
Shit.
I guess you had to get put in situations to realize that what you really want, that you truly wanted to do.
And to make it better of what you're saying, I had to meet other truck drivers.
Right.
Like like
Mhm.
I'm working at the gas station. They pulling up early in the morning. Okay, well, Kobe, you got to be up early in the morning type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like just little shit like that. You feel me? Because again, everybody job plays a part. You feel me? Everybody job plays a part.
Mhm.
You can work at a lumber mill. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Everybody job plays a part. You know. So I'm just looking at stuff
Yes.
like that. You know what I'm saying? It just I I guess I be paying attention to a lot of stuff, bro. I run with a lot of stuff that I see. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm that type of
Mhm.
person. You know, like I don't know. It just I'm just that type of person. But once I got into trucking, man, I felt good. Like damn, I did it. You feel me? Like I ain't gotta work in no meal no more. I really have a choice of what I want to do.
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
certified on the forklift. You feel me? I can drive a train. You feel me? Like a lot of
Yeah.
shit, bro. You feel me? But trucking is just something I always want to do. You feel me?
Right.
I always loved that. Brian, you know
Yeah.
that shit. I always loved the
Hmm.
truck. Always
Yep.
loved the
Since
truck.
we, since we were young, I seen it.
Telling you,
Since we
you
were
know.
since we were some young jits.
And that ain't the crazy part. Like, bro, I'm the only one in the family that drive truck. Other than I'm talking about on mama's side, Brian.
Yep. Everybody else
The
meal
only
workers.
one. And my daddy's side.
For real? Sure
That's crazy.
is.
Yeah, on my daddy's side. Ain't nobody no truck drive over there.
Dang.
So, and that's just part of the things what I talk about because that's why I say, man, we all here for a purpose. You feel me? And,
Right.
Yeah.
by what's going on in the world and what I be talking about, like not only me just talking about it, I'm showing it too. You feel what I'm saying? Like just breaking this circle. You feel me? Just breaking it. Just, being different. Like I'm not only just talking about it, like I'm showing it. Like look at my career. You feel me? Ain't nobody in my family doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody. You know, so
Hey,
you know,
but hey, that's a path though. People don't understand it's a path you gotta go down. You just not gonna jump into success overnight.
oh
The
no,
path you go
oh
down is the path you go down is gonna make you for the future. If we didn't go down this path of you working at gas stations and working at mills, you wouldn't be the type of person you is now. And if it wasn't me going, if I never went to the military, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I really don't. But you know, there's steps you got to take to get to where you want to be. Like I tell y'all, I mean, you want to be successful. Yes, I get that. Everybody wants to be successful in life, but success doesn't happen overnight. You're gonna have to go through struggles, trials, tribulation. You're gonna be some days where you riding in your car, you may like, what am I doing? This and that. But the
crying all
biggest
this shit.
thing, man, the biggest thing is to never quit, because if you quit, you don't know what could have been. You never know what could have been. And then another thing, what they say, you never mistake habits for hard work. A habit is just something you're just doing. It's just something you're comfortable with. Hard work is when you get up in the morning and you get the alarm clock goes off and you're like, man, I don't want to get out of bed today. But you gonna get yourself up, because you know that right there is gonna make you more successful. Because you sit in that bed, I mean, you just wasted the whole day for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you can call in and do all that, but when that check hit the next week, you're like, man, I wish I'd have went to work today. Yeah, the other day.
Boy, that face gonna look. Hey, that face gonna frown up a little bit.
Hey, man, I
But they
never.
be
I
a shout.
Don't shy away from. Look, I've been a firm believer. When you ask God for change, get ready for disruption.
Yeah.
Because
Dang, hold on. Say that again. Say that
when
again.
you ask God for change, get ready for disruption. Because He's
Explain
about to put you. He's about to put you through a test to see if you're ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some time with stuff going good. Just remember this: when everything going good, something bad is about to happen. But it's how you take that bad. You can take that bad and turn it into a negative, or you can take that bad and turn it into a positive. I'll just use this example. You can be going down there, you can look at your car out there washing one day, and you can look at the inside of your tire, this and that, and you're like, man, this tire going bald. But you're like, I'll worry about it later. Then you go to work and it popped. Well, you can take it two ways. You can be mad, this and that, or you can say, well, yeah, I knew this tire needed changing, but let me go and get this tire. We'll get back on the road and do what we do. That's a positive. You're not letting that negativity get to you.
Yeah.
So that's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta look at life. Look at everything else, because everything in life ain't gravy, man. I know a lot of people. You look, don't get caught up in Instagram, Facebook, social media, because guess what? Girls or boys or whoever will take this pic, or you can look at somebody as this husband and wife and call them goals. But guess what? That's a snap. That's a snapshot of 1 minute. You don't know when that post, whenever they post that, what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know the life they living. So people get caught up in social media and all that. They get caught up on, oh, this person posted a fire pic. But guess what? How many times they had to filter that pic to make it look like that?
Yep.
That's life. You gotta filter.
And don't forget about politics too, man. Can't get caught up in that shit.
Can't get caught up in it. Because guess what? Whoever's the president or whoever calling the shots, you're gonna have to do whatever they want you to do.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to take it.
It's a business. It's a business. It's just like a job. It's just like a job.
Exactly.
You got your thick and you got your president of the job. Like all that shit is the same thing.
Exactly.
If we all have a problem right now, who the fuck can we go talk to?
Right. And that right there, what you just said, when you say when you got a problem, who can you go talk to? I use that in my everyday life. I like to go back to me or God. I go to God first, then I come back to me. Because I could go to my parents, I can go to somebody else, but they're not gonna be here forever. You gotta learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to talk to yourself, understand the problems and the situations and the trials and tribulations that you're going through, and to understand the process of what's going on. If I got $50 to next week, and I go ask my mama for 100, and she give me 100, and then she, God forbid, she die and gone to heaven, and then okay, when I get the $50, who else I'm gonna go ask for $100? Well, I'd rather focus on how did I get down to $50? How did I get down to this point in my life to have $50? Like, what did I do wrong? So let's look at that. Let's look at that first. All right, then I look at that, and then I go back and look at my bank and like, why did you stop here? Why did you go here? You just wasting your money. Then you can get on that.
I did the same thing a couple years ago. I was like, man, how come my checks ain't looking like I want to? I went and got all my receipts because I'm the type of guy to keep all my receipts. Yeah. I start laying them out. I'm going to the dollar store about 4 days a week.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going to Walmart buying unnecessary stuff. And I'm like, well, darn, this where all this stuff is going.
Yeah.
So if you can't go back and look at your finances and start with you saying, if I don't have that extra $100, how come, what can I do to save? Because if you just can't go back and self-reflect, then you ain't no better than asking for the money. Because at the end of the day, if somebody asking you for $100, they looking at you like you ATM, and they're not even trying to make the sacrifices for themselves. So
and they ain't gonna pay you back.
Exactly. So my thing is, if somebody asked y'all for $100, how would that make y'all feel if you knew that they live in a certain lifestyle, buying all this stuff, and they asked y'all for $100? My thing is, I would feel like that's slap in the face, because that means you're not willing to make the sacrifices I'm willing to have $100.
Right. Well, I put it this way: I would never lend anybody money for them to pay me back. Because I put it this way: if you don't have if you asking me for $100 today, and you say I'm gonna pay you back my next paycheck, well, next paycheck I'm putting you in the bind for you paying me that $100 back. Mm-hmm. So what I'm looking at, I tell myself this: if I'm gonna look for this money back, I'm just not gonna give it to you. You might get mad at me now, but the next week when you make that money and then you say, I ain't gotta give him this money because I ain't asked for, and you're gonna look at that better. But if I got the money and I'm not looking for it back, then yeah, I might let you get a little something. Because I'm not looking at it back, I'm just giving you the money. It's not a loan, it's not nothing, it's just courtesy. Just courtesy money. So that's how I look at a borrowing situation. So, take it how you want it.
Take it how you want
it. That's on you.
On you,
okay, so let me ask y'all this, from what we talked about, like, military life, meal life, trucker's life, is meeting the right person is going to make your life better as a person and as far as career wise.
You want to go?
You said meeting a person?
Like meeting the right person. Will meeting the right person make you a better person and make your life better? Whether it's as an individual or as like we talking about career wise.
You want to
know,
go first, then or me?
It's either y'all can hit it from both angles, or y'all can just pick one.
I'll go first. I talk about it a little bit. I think meeting the right person is beneficial, but you know they need to be on the same type of level you on. Both of y'all need to understand the goals that y'all trying to do. You know, you're not gonna get a person. You don't just need to get a person that they doing their own thing, you doing your own thing, then y'all never can meet in the middle. Then that's just destruction right there. You know, I was fortunate enough that, you know, for my wife, you know, we both made sacrifices, and I sacrificed to leave, and when I sacrificed to leave, and then the moment that we got married, she sacrificed to leave college to come with me for me to chase my dream. And you know, I look back on that. That's why I hate this whole situation when people look at her and be like, "Oh, she just got everything because of him." No, that ain't the truth. Because like I may have said this earlier in the video in one of the podcasts, 100% ain't just money. 100%, you know, stuff like that. 50-50 is broke down in two different ways. Yeah, I'm going out making the money, but guess who's home taking care of the kids? When I go to work, I ain't got to worry about who's watching my children. I ain't got to worry about if something happens at school, who's gonna be there to get them, stuff like that. That's the other 50. That's what she doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I praise right there. And then for that, shoot, why wouldn't I give her everything she wants?
Gotta take care of it.
Exactly, right. Man. You know, so I think it's very important to have a person that y'all on the same exact goal, no matter how much money you're making, this and that. Y'all gonna sit down and be like, okay, we ain't got it this week, we both ain't got it. We do got it this week. Okay, now we're gonna sit down and what can we do with this to be better?
And communication.
That communication process, man, got to be on point. Because he ain't got communication, you ain't got nothing.
You ain't hitting on shit.
Nothing. Not Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Got a thing, man.
It's real though, man.
That's how I look.
It's real.
Oh yeah.
It's real, bro.
That's it.
What about you?
Okay, now say the question again, bro. I was talking, we were talking on ant level. So what was the question again?
Will meeting the right person make you better as far as like an individual?
Well, it goes back to what Ant was saying, because I was gonna say the same thing. You have to be on the same level. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, you doing this to help me get where I need to be at. Okay, bam, I'm there. Okay, now it's your turn. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it's cool you don't understand or don't know what you want to do, but at the same time, like, you a hustle. You feel what I'm saying? Get you a second job and until you figure that shit out. Let's stack this bread up because I'm working 6 days a week. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm working 6 days a week, get you a little bit more hours. You feel what I'm saying? Because shit, if I ain't seeing you while I'm working, shit, you might well gonna stack your bread up too. You feel me? So by the time you get ready for school or whatever you want to do, shit, we can go and get you a car or something dependable because you building. You feel what I'm saying? And when you building like that, by the time you get built, the car paid for, then you get whatever you want. Like not even just that, just growth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just growth. So it's really, like you say, it's up to what they want to, if y'all on the same level. If y'all not on the same level, that shit out the window.
Yeah.
That shit out the window.
Most Yeah.
I feel like a man should lead, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, it been times like, you know, in my little situation, like I ain't had no money, like, but she came through and slid me the money up under the table type shit. And hey, we kept it G. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, ain't nobody know. I ain't feel less of a man or none of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? It just, you know, everybody have their ups and downs and all this shit. Like they're just part of life. If you're not having your ups and downs, something wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something's wrong
definitely.
with that. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know,
Right.
I'd rather deal with this, fight, whatever, than finding somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? And they're just straight up. They're just straight up.
Oh yeah.
They're
I feel
just
like
straight up.
meeting the right person is kind of crucial, especially depending on who you are as a person, because everybody got something they need work. You know, a part of them they
Everybody.
need work
Everybody.
on, because I feel like everybody is a puzzle piece, and you got to find that right person to match yours, no matter what. Because if she's not willing to sacrifice with you, then and you not willing to sacrifice her, it's just gonna be a destruction.
Yeah.
Just like Ed said, you Destin sacrifice for you, and then you sacrifice for her. This is a team. We
Yeah.
both, if we both gonna fail, if one fail, we both fail. If one succeed, we both succeed. We are a team
A
and
team,
stuff
not
like
no
that. Exactly. And as far as like career wise, you know, how can you go do what you got to do when your significant other isn't doing what they're supposed to do? And how can you expect your significant other to do what they got to do if you're not doing what you're supposed to do?
Right.
Because if she's not pushing you to be a better person, and just push somebody to be a better person can elevate them in everything, whether it's their careers, whether mentally, physically, emotionally. If they're not, you know, pushing you not to the edge, but just pushing you daily to be a better person, I mean, what are you doing?
Oh
Because
yeah.
you just can't stay stagnant. You just can't.
Oh
Because
yeah.
once you stay stagnant, then opportunities don't come. But
Oh yeah.
at all.
meeting the right person is crucial. Whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, career wise, all that plays a huge part. Me personally, I don't care if you work at, I don't know, Burger King. I don't care. But if you're not trying to like make something out of that, I don't care if you got to start working the grill. If you're not trying to be a manager and you just trying to just stay at the grill, then something ain't right. Something just not right because you're not trying to elevate.
You just going to work.
Exactly. You just going to work. You just kind of like, you know, I ain't gonna say living paycheck to paycheck, stuff like that, but it's just like you getting too comfortable. You're not trying to elevate yourself to get stuff that you may want, you know, whether it's a house, car, or just a better lifestyle for yourself. You never know. But
Yeah.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel. You just need that person that's gonna push you in different ways of your life that you've never been pushed before. That's all. And definitely make sacrifices for each other. That's a big thing. That is huge. That is huge.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Y'all gotta have to be able to push each other. That's gonna be the thing. There's gonna be a time where y'all gonna butt heads. Y'all gonna butt heads, but if you can't butt heads with your other person, you in the wrong relationship. If y'all don't butt
Exactly.
heads that morning,
There you go.
y'all don't butt heads that morning, but then you cuddle up that night. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Yeah,
Something right.
something ain't right.
Something right.
Because
Something
This is
ain't
too
right.
good to be true.
because
Yeah.
even Shannon Sharp said it best. I can bring work home, but if I had to take you to work, something ain't right.
Nah, it ain't right.
Something
It
ain't
ain't.
right.
I gotta
Something ain't
wake up.
right.
I gotta wake up in the morning and worry about you. I'm not gonna be focused on what I gotta do. Nothing like that.
Exactly.
When
Used to
I
have
leave home,
something.
look, when I leave home, I know this house straight, bro. I know it's straight. I
Mhm.
ain't gotta. It ain't one nerve or bone in my body that worry about what's going on here, cause
No.
it's straight. And then she know that I'm straight out there. That I'm gonna go do what I'm supposed to do. I ain't gonna do nothing stupid to mess it up. You
That's
know,
right.
'cause we both got jobs. We both got jobs, man.
That's where that 50-50 come in at.
That's where the 50-50 come in there, man. People don't understand that, man. I see so many posts, 100% should a man pay 100% of this, but they not understand. I seen this thing where they said, well, a man expect a woman to go to work, come home, clean, get the food ready, take care of the kids, get the kids a bath, get the kids to go to bed, then come home, then go take care of him. Well, how is that 100% of the man just because he's making the money? That seems like 25% of the man and 75% of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people
She doing everything.
She doing everything. So you the little person now. You ain't doing nothing but making the money.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
That's it. Even see women, they even the type like this. If she really love you and shit, she could be the breadwinner, but still make you a man, even if you trying. You feel what I'm saying? That let you know you got you a real one. You feel what I'm saying? They let you know you got you a real one. When she the breadwinner and you ain't making that much, but she still making ways for you to, you get what I'm saying? That make you the big dog. You feel me?
You saying like if she's the breadwinner, but she still let you lead as a man.
Lead as a man. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do y'all feel
but you have to as the man, you can't be on no bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta stand on business. You gotta stand on business.
Standing on business right there. Most definitely.
Standing on business.
Do y'all think it's some men that's like let that be a big issue as far as their spouse making more than them? Like even if they don't, even if they can sit there and tell them like, oh, it ain't really bothering me, but do you think in the back of their minds like it does bother them just a little bit?
Yeah, it does.
Especially
I started off making $15,000 when I started work. I was making $400 every 2 weeks when I started working. That might be less than minimum wage. I don't even think I'm making $15,000. I probably making 12.
Go.
Tell you, man. And she could have left right there, man. This dude ain't making no money, man. This dude making $400 every 2 weeks. That's $200 a week.
That's it.
Oh,
That's college. Hey, that's college kid money.
Exactly. That's high school money. Your parents
come high school.
Man, I was making $400 every 2 weeks, bro.
They're part-time working 20 hours a week.
But hey, we have evolved though. She stuck with me by that, man.
Yeah.
And look at us now. We making money, man. And we doing one thing. So, little stuff like that, man. You great. As a guy like me, I look back on that and like she stayed, bro. So I had to, in my eyes now, let me do my part. Because she did her part back then by staying. That was her part. So,
her part.
That's what I look at.
Dang. Okay. Let me ask y'all this question. All the kids are graduating. If they ain't graduated by now, June 1st, they probably graduated a couple weeks ago, or they about to graduate now from high school. I ain't talking about college, just high school. College kids, they kind of see the direction that they're going. Whether they, start in college, in the middle of college, they can kind of see the road. But high school, you don't know nothing. Right. So what advice would y'all give kids that are graduating high school? Whether it can be life advice, the career field that y'all in, advice for that, if they just want to jump right into it, what kind of advice would y'all give them?
I would give them, don't follow the crowd. Once you get out of high school, the crowd leaves. You ain't got that crowd no more. You got you. That's your crowd. You is the crowd. Follow yourself. Do what you need to do. Because following that crowd just gonna run you down the wrong path. and then once they leave, you're gonna feel like you need to leave. You never gonna be able to think for yourself. The biggest thing I would give somebody who's about to graduate, I always tell them their senior year, start thinking for yourself. Start thinking for yourself. Start thinking that I ain't the person to my left and right. Because you gotta think about it. Half of the time you in high school, you talking to that person because you see them every day. Every day. That's the only reason you talk to them. When y'all get to high school, y'all might see each other 2 or 3 times a year. You're not gonna have that person on the side of you. So the only person you're gonna have is you. So do what you need to do. Make that sacrifice, make that jump. Start early. I mean, like I said, if you fail, everybody gonna fail, man. Don't be scared of this world. The world, you're in the world just like everybody else. Don't be scared of it. You gonna fail, but learn from it, and that's the only way you're gonna get better. So I would just tell the man, just have that leap of faith, man. Whatever you want to do it, because you know it just is. When you look back at it 20 years from now, don't be that person 20 years from now and say, "I wish I would have did this." Go ahead and do it. I promise you, either you gonna get it or you gonna fall into something better. Put it that way.
Pretty much.
I'll say, number one, do not follow your friends. You will get too comfortable around your friend group and people start planning together. And sometimes your vision or your life may not align with them. And for example, let's just say of like 3 friends, they all plan to go to college together. But one of them know they shouldn't go to the same college as this person because that college may not be for them. But they still follow them anyway, and it screws up everything for them. So do not get too comfortable following your friends. Have your own path planned out. Number 2, do not leave your hometown just to leave your hometown. Because if you do that just to leave, you will find yourself back. Because I promise you, Aunt Kobe, we know this. We all graduated together. How many of the smart students came back to our hometown just because they wanted to get out of our hometown? It's insane. It's insane. You can be the smartest. You can be a C average, D average, F average. It don't matter. Do not leave your hometown just because you want a new scene.
But check this out. Not to cut you off, Brian, but it shows, man, like, you know, look at us. You feel what I'm saying? We working, you know, we understand life, but they don't understand that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when we was in school. If you weren't smart, if you was smart, you know, everybody looked up to you. You feel what I'm saying? But shit, that wasn't what it was all about. You feel me? You know, they just what they taught us in school. You feel me? But once you understand what's going on in the world and, you know, the level that we, you know, what we be talking about, then that's when you become an intelligent person. You feel what I'm saying? Like that you understand what's going on. Because what they taught you in school is bullshit. You feel me? Like that shit don't even make sense. They ain't teaching you what we have to experience. You feel me? They ain't teaching you that shit. So that's why I say, man, fuck all this shit, man. You know, fuck a class reunion or whatever. I don't give a damn about that shit because you can the shit that you be posting on Facebook or let a person know if they fuck with you or if not. You feel what I'm saying? Or, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like you ain't even gotta like this shit. You can DM me. You know, I feel what you're saying. You know, that's cool. You feel me? Because everybody, you have to have balls to do and speak on what the fuck I be talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody ain't able. Everybody can't do that shit. You know. It's just shit like that, man. You feel me? That shit be burning me up when, you know, when I just think about back in school. You know, just dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. It's just crazy ass shit, man.
But just leaving your hometown because, like I said, this is we all know who gonna be them ones. It's always kind of the smart ones. So it's like a small percentage of the smart ones that actually go and actually do it. But it's a big part of the ones who are actually smart and stuff. They leave their hometown because they're so fooled that life is about good grades, awards, and stuff like that. And that can be so far-fetched from the truth. And like I said, don't leave your hometown just because you want to leave your hometown. And follow up on that. Have a plan. If you leave your hometown just to leave without a plan, you're going to find yourself back in a couple months. And you're going to wonder what just happened because you didn't have a plan. And the last thing I'll say,
you're going to be struggling.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll say, learn how to be uncomfortable.
Oh, for sure.
Learn how to be uncomfortable. Because once you get in that real world, it's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to learn. And it's going to put you in some situations that you're going to have to, like Kobe said, unteach and reteach yourself.
There you go. Come on. There you go. I'm telling you, that shit real, man. That shit real.
Right. What about you? What would you what advice you would give them?
Wake the fuck up and I mean, like, hey, get around some older people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning. You know, as you get deep into it, you're not going, you know, it I don't know, man. My advice to them is just it's time to get on your shit and get ready for the world. Whatever life throws at you. Hey, the cards you been dealt, you just gotta play them bitches. You heard me? You just gotta play them bitches. You can't throw them in. You gotta play them bitches. That's all I can, you know. If you don't understand that shit, then go on down to the Social Security place and try to get you a chick for the rest of your life. You feel me?
And I'll say one more thing, and I didn't probably say this plenty of time on the podcast. And Aunt had told me it don't matter if it's a janitor or somebody who's probably ain't where you trying to go in life, probably less fortunate or something. Always listen to what they gotta say because you never know. Because when you're young and dumb, you tend to just look down on people in certain situations because you see their life and how it played out, and you just think, oh, this person ain't got nothing going on for themselves. I'm on another trajectory somewhere. But you never know. They were probably on the same path you was or something similar, and they probably see you doing something that's going to put you in the same position as them, and they trying to tell you something. But just because of their janitor, treat them like the CEO. Listen to what they got to say because you never know what they're going to tell you that can probably either prepare you for an obstacle or get you over one that you already on.
Right.
And I just feel like, you know, these high schoolers and stuff, they full of themselves. But you can't blame them because they think they're invincible. They think they know it all because we probably thought that when we was young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why I'll say just don't just look down on somebody when they give you advice if they're not in the same position you in.
Oh yeah, everybody did, man. I just tell them enjoy yourself while you're in high school. But you know that last semester you need to be getting your shit together. You need to get your stuff together, man. Don't linger around when you graduate. Do not linger around because you're gonna tell yourself, "I'm only do this for a month. I'm gonna linger around." Next thing you know, they turn to 2 months, 3 months, 4 months to a year.
Be smoking crack.
Go ahead and do what you need to do. I'm telling you, go ahead. The people you think you leaving, I promise you, they're gonna be here when you get back. I guarantee you, they will be here. Somebody will be here. So don't get caught up in that, man. Just go do what you need to do.
And please do not just get so homesick because I promise you, if you leave and get homesick and come back, that place will still be the same. It's not going to change. It's home for a reason.
Look, I lived for 4 years and come back to Clark County, nothing changed. But nothing.
Maybe, but the grass just got a little bit taller.
and more business closed down. More business closed down. So, I mean, there's nothing. I mean,
we still to get more toys.
Everything. Just chase the dream, man. Everything's out here. The world. Let me tell you something. Oh, we go. The world is gonna. You gonna make it. You gonna make it. But I'm telling you, it's
For
not
sure.
gonna be. It's not gonna be gravy. It's gonna how what you make out of it to get there. Complaining is not gonna get you nowhere but frustrated. Dude, I'm telling you, you in the world just like everybody in the. If you complain, the next person complain. So both of y'all complaining is not gonna make them all better. So you better figure it out because nobody
That's why I
gonna
say
feel.
do something positive.
Hey, nobody gonna feel sorry for you out here. I can guarantee you that.
I'm telling you, nope.
Nobody.
Everybody's struggling.
Everybody's struggling, man.
If anything, a lot of people willing to trying to take from you.
Mm-hmm. They gonna take from you if you let them.
If you let them, they'll take.
That's it. And don't get in competition with nobody, man.
Hell no.
Nobody, because you're gonna lose yourself. Or what you
trying go back to square one.
Yeah, know what you can do. Do what you do. Don't get into competition because competition is because they're gonna get something that you like. Yes, they're gonna get something that you like, but that don't mean you got to go out there and get it. If you can't,
you don't know what they doing.
Exactly. You don't know what's going on. They might be struggling to pay for what they just got.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And, so you gotta look at it your own way, and that's how I live my life. And that's how I roll.
Don't do in your 30s what you should have been doing in your 20s, and don't be 40 supposed to have been doing what you should have been doing in your 30s. If you in your 20s, take care of the things you need to take care of in your 20s, and everything else start falling in place. Because that's true. Heard that from Steve Harvey himself. Don't be 30 trying to do what you should have been doing in your 20s.
I'm trying to retire in my 30s. I'm trying to retire in my 30s with my own business and all this shit, man. I'm speaking to his goddamn. The word is powerful.
The word is powerful. The word is powerful, man. So
it's real.
Man. Anything else y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Just be mindful of what you do. Don't be afraid of the process. Don't be afraid of the process. Because just because you're going to do something right now, or just because you doing something right now that you don't want to do, don't lose sight of the goal. Sometimes you got to go through something bad to get to something good. So when you're going through that bad, never lose sight of what the positive on the other side. Just because you're working at this job don't mean that's going to be what you at forever. Never lose sight of yourself. And if you never lose sight of yourself, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. So, that's how I close that.
Any final remarks, Kobe?
Yeah, like I always say, unteach yourself and reteach yourself. And once you reteach yourself, don't go looking for yourself inside somebody else.
That's true. That's true. And I'll say this. Sometimes you got to be in isolation to find yourself. Isolation is sometimes a good thing, not always a bad thing. Some people just don't want to face their failures and their situations they have going on. And sometimes you don't need all that noise. Sometimes you just need to isolate yourself and see what's going on and fix whatever going on. But that's all we got for tonight, fellas. For the people that are watching, make sure y'all like the video, share it, tell a friend and tell a friend. Make sure y'all comment on the video, any thoughts, any opinions, and we will give y'all a shout out in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe because we're trying to get my boy Ant a beer sponsorship. That's the goal. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.